Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everything Arsenal. This won't be a long one. Just quickly, Arsenal has announced Jakub Kiwior, second signing of the transfer window. Things are just great and great and great. They just keep getting greater and greater at Arsenal. Obviously, yesterday we got that amazing win against Man United, 1 week after getting another amazing win against Tottenham. And right now we have announced our second signing of the transfer window. It's looking positive. Some of you said we needed one more, two more. We've now signed the second one. And his name is Jakub Kiwior. We talked about him a bit the other day, touched about him the other day. He's now officially signed for Arsenal. Water signing for us, a defender, a left-footed, left-sided centre-back. He's obviously going to come and help Gabriel on that side. And not only that, he's also going to play in different positions. He can play at left back, he can play at central midfield, like a defensive midfield. So that is great news as well. Make sure to comment down below. Welcome to Arsenal, Jakub Kiwior, another defender. We are linked to another defender once again, but this is a quality player, and I cannot wait to see him get started. Obviously, this comes just a few days after announcing Trossard. We've already seen Trossard in action for Arsenal. He also actually helped us get that winning goal against Man United yesterday. But this is a second signing, so let's see what Arteta and they do have to say about him. Let's get to it. Make sure to comment. Welcome to Arsenal, Jakub Kiwior. Let's do this. So Jakub Kiwior has joined us from Spezia on a long-term contract. The 22-year-old Polish international defender who made 43 appearances during his time with the Italian side was part of the national team squad at the recent FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Jakub spent his youth career at Polish club, is it Taichi? And then in Belgium with Anderlecht before moving to Slovenian side, Zelezen. I'm not going to try and say that name, as an 18-year-old. After spending a season there, Jakub moved to Zelina, where he made 46 appearances during the 2 seasons with the Slovakian club. His strong performances resulted in the left-sided central defender moving to Spezia in August of 2021, where he had become a regular in the Serie A club starting lineup. During his time in Italy, Jakub made his international debut and has now made 9 appearances for Poland. So at 22, he's already an international. He's already played at the World Cup for his country as well. We are getting a quality defender, according to reports as well from Italian specialists. He's a very good player who will definitely fit into Arsenal's system. So as you can see, we don't just sign anyone usually. We sign players who fit in into our system. According to Edu, we are delighted to have completed the signing of Jakub Kiwior. He's a young talent who we've been monitoring for a while now. We are now all looking forward to working with Jakub and seeing his continued development with us. We welcome Jakub to Arsenal. And according to the manager, Mikel Arteta, it's great that Jakub is joining us. He's a young, versatile defender who has shown huge potential and quality with Spezia in Serie A. And also at international level with Poland. Jakub is a player who will give us strength and quality to our defensive unit. We welcome Jakub and his family to Arsenal to looking forward to work with him. Jakub will wear the number 15 shirt. So that's always a question people ask. He will wear the number 15 shirt. I think Chamberlain wore this number for us some time back, if I'm not wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Oxlade-Chamberlain wore this number for us. I'm not very good with squad numbers, but I think Chamberlain wore this number for us some time back. That's like 10 years ago. But he will wear the number 15. We already know Trossard is wearing the number 19. So that's a fantastic signing. A new defender, a new centre-back. So you don't really have to depend on... Right now, we only really have Gabriel, Saliba, and Ben White can be moved back to centre back anytime. But I think he's done right in the right back position, so no need to move him from there. So we basically only have Holding to come in and maybe Ben White when someone is injured or something like that. But now we don't have to do that. We can just keep Ben White at right back and have this guy and also Holding coming from the bench for that position. And also, for example, next week we play Man City in the FA Cup. We don't really have to start our entire first team. You expect Man City to rotate their players. We can also give this guy a chance. We can give Trossard a chance. We can start the likes of El Neni in that game. We can start Tomiyasu, Tierney. All of a sudden, our second team looks even better now. So things are looking good for Arsenal right now. Let me know what you make of this signing. Make sure to comment. Welcome to Arsenal, Jakub Kiwior. And as an Arsenal fan, this is how I feel right now. Like, I feel like no one can talk to me right now. We are winning every single game in the Premier League. We are doing well. We're in the Europa League last 16. We are signing players. Things are looking good. And you're not signing players for 100 million, Anthony. He was subbed off yesterday, by the way, because he was playing terrible. 100 million. No, we want players who can help us. We want players, they don't have to be expensive. Even cheaper players can still help you. So that is Jakub Kiwior is an Arsenal player, second signing of the transfer window. We are still talking about talking to Fresneda from La Liga. Could be our third signing, and hopefully we can also get a midfielder through the door. Let's see. Welcome to Arsenal family, but let's sign a midfielder, says Manzi. Welcome to Arsenal, Jakub Kiwior, says Mohammed. Welcome to the Ghana, says Bauer. Good signing, says Peniel. We need, let's see, we need a party backup ASAP for sure. We know that Prince. Kiwior will add depth, says Alex on Cannon Ford. I appreciate you being here. Definitely we'll add depths. Now, Pablo Mari was our only second choice left-sided centre back, but you don't really have any other left foot apart from Gabriel. Yes, the likes of Tini can play in centre backs if things get really, really bad, but all of our defenders are basically right-footed. Tomiyasu, White, Saliba, Holding as well. So we needed someone to be like Gabriel, and we've gotten a second player. And, you never know. Maybe he'll come and be so good that Gabriel drops to the bench. That is what we want, competition in the team. No one is guaranteed a starting lineup. No one is guaranteed to start. If you play poorly, there's another player on the bench. Obina says, thank God for a new signing up the Gunners. Lavit says, Lee, we don't buy stars, we make them, says Ibrahim for sure. Welcome to the Arsenal, the best club, says Greg from Nigeria. Good signing, says Jibrin. Welcome to Arsenal as well, says Wale. Welcome to Arsenal, says Kandole. And I'm Simon from Uganda. Welcome, Kiros, says Simon. Happy with the news, says RK. Hope you're doing good. I am doing good, especially after that victory yesterday, beating Tottenham as well. We on 50 points. I was looking at it today morning as well. And I was like, 50 points after 19 games. You know, if you get another 50 points, we're on 100 points. Like, when was the last time we even got anywhere close to that? I think in the Invincible season, we had like, we didn't even get anywhere near 100. We were like 8 points short of 100. That is still a possibility, and things are looking good for us right now. And let's hope we can keep going. And with the new signings, hopefully they can adapt. They can adapt to our system right away. And he was watching our game yesterday. He looked very happy as well to be watching our game. He saw the qualities we have in our team, and it helps. Remember, it's now scrapped off because the season is midway, but Gabriel was on 4 yellow cards. Saliba was on 4 yellow cards. Let's say if Jakub Kiwior was already an Arsenal player, if that 4 yellow cards was still standing at the moment, even if they got another yellow card, we know that we have someone else on the bench who would fit in into your system. The only way to know that your system works is having even whenever a player comes from the bench, they just directly fit into the system. When you know that time you know your system is not working is when one player gets injured and you have to change your formation and stuff like that. That's when you know your formation is not working and your system is not working. When let's say Xhaka gets injured and you're like, oh no, we have to turn back to a 4-2-3-1. Right now, the team that we have, even if a player gets injured, we stay with the same formation, we stay with the same quality, the same formation, the same pressing. Let's say Tomiyasu is not there, Ben White can play, Zinchenko is not there, Tierney can play, Pat is not there. We need someone. We need to sign someone for sure. If Jesus is not there, Nketiah plays. If Saka is not there, someone else plays. If Trossard is not there, Martinelli plays. That's how you know your system is working. Whichever player comes on the bench fits in directly. Everyone understands the message. Everyone understands the system. And Jakub Kiwior will be one of those players as well. He'll fit into Gabriel's role very well. Whenever Gabriel is not there, or even when he's there, he'll fit into that role quite well without having to change a lot. Back in the day, when someone got injured, we have to turn to a back five, or we have to go with 2 strikers up front. No, we don't want to be changing a system like that. We need a midfielder, bro, says Simon, for sure. I agree with that one. Still time. There's still 8 days of the transfer window, so there's still time of to get more players. Welcome to the family. Kiwior says Beatrice from Nigeria. Arteta is building a strong empire, says Emma, for sure. Welcome Jakub Kiwior from Abale, from Doha. How far with you mean Weston McKennie from Juventus? I've heard about the news today. We want McKennie from Juventus, the American. Not that far yet. Let's see how it develops through tomorrow or throughout tomorrow and the next day. Let's see. That's great news, says Hanafi. Replacement for Partey. We are waiting for that, Samuel. We all want that for sure. Here we are again with Dusan Vlahovic. I've seen these comments about Dusan Vlahovic, but I already told you guys my reasons. I don't want a player who refused to join Arsenal last transfer window. Let him stay at Juventus. Welcome. It's Gunners Forever. Says Friday. Which position does he play? Says Omar. So he plays as a centre back. He plays in the same exact position as Gabriel, but you can also play him in Saliba's role, and you can also play him as left back, and you can also play him right in front, like in the party role. You can actually play him there, but he's mostly a centre back who plays in the Gabriel role. He's left-footed, so it's basically like a Gabriel. And I think he's 6'2", if I'm not wrong. Let's see. This season is ours. The only thing that can stop us is not to win the trophy is the Thunder. I don't even think that could stop us. Kibeth, Camavinga, the replacement for Partey. Real Madrid won't sell Camavinga, or they won't even loan him. But Arsenal wanted him. Arsenal were interested in him. Happy for everything at the moment. Hope we get players in other departments needed in our team and to achieve our goal. Says Carefa. Welcome to Arsenal from Auckland, from Williams as well. I'm proud Arsenal team. The Arsenal fans from Abuja. Appreciate you. Emmanuel. Mohamed Camavinga, Real Madrid refused. So we have to wait. We have to look elsewhere. There's a lot of midfielders around the world. So we don't have to go for the known players. We can go for anyone else. Like there's hundreds of leagues in this world that we can get players from. Why don't we get Rice right now? As I said, Simon, West Ham are fighting to survive the Premier League this season. That is one. If they sell him right now, they will be relegated. So they know that if they sell Rice right now, they have no chance of staying in the Premier League. Number two, it is going to be 150 million. There is no one who's going to pay that money right now for him. That is too much money. And even if he was 50 million, knowing that they don't really need to sell him and they really need him to survive the league, they can just say, you know what, you're going to sell him for 150 million. We are not going to sell right now. So it's tough. It's tough to get a player like Rice right now. A lot of reasons, but mostly because they don't want to be relegated, and he's a very important player in their team. They definitely need him, and the money, that will be 150 million. Too impossible. That's basically impossible. I don't think anyone can get him, not even Chelsea. Let's see. Thanks for the show. Is the player already in the team? Says Chemutai. Is he already in the team? Well, it looks like it. He was in Arsenal's training ground today, so he's definitely part of the team. He's already done all the photo shoots. He's already an Arsenal player, and Arsenal have announced him. He will be wearing the number 15. So yes, he is already an Arsenal player. Second signing, that is complete. That is done. That is completely done. That's what we need. Not much noise. 2 done deals. Kudos to Edu and the board. Says Bissau, and no one heard about this player at all. By the way, we just had Arsenal have signed Kiwior. He's going to be at the game tomorrow. That was 2 days ago. That was great. And he will be available to face Man City this weekend. All of a sudden, as I said, we have good enough squad this weekend. We don't even have to repeat the players that played against Man United. We could have Tierney starting this weekend against Man City. We could have Tomiyasu starting instead of White. We can have Kiwior starting instead of Gabriel. You can keep Saliba in the team. You can bring on Holding if we prefer. You can have, obviously, Lokonga can play. We have to use our squad. We can have Trossard starting that game as well. We have a decent enough team. Welcome, Jakub. There's another player from Sociedad in France we are going for. Real Sociedad's billionaire. I know about Real Valladolid, Don. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know about Real Valladolid. We want a player called Fresneda from Real. This guy. He's a right back that we want from Real Valladolid. So another defender. Looks like we won't be having any problems with defenders anytime soon. We'll have like 7, even maybe more, 8, 9 good defenders from the rest of this season and next season. Make sure to hit the like button as well. Thank you for being here, wherever you're watching, YouTube and Facebook. Welcome home, says Jakub. Big club, says Salil. Sorry. Let's see. Let me know question for you guys watching on Facebook and also on YouTube. I've put a poll on YouTube asking, are you happy so far with the transfer window? Are you happy with how it's gone? Are you more than happy? You're okay? If these are the only 2 signings we make, you're okay with it? You feel like we can survive the rest of the season? Or are you just happy, but you need us to make at least 1 or more or 2 more signings? Or so far, are you not happy at all? How are you feeling about the transfer window at the moment? The 3 options: more than happy, are you just happy and you need more, or are you not happy at all? Let's see. That's awesome, says Emmanuel. Do we really need Fresneda, says Simon? Personally, I don't think so. I feel like we need a midfielder, maybe even 2. but he's a young prospect who's going to help in the future. He's the kind of player that if you wait for another transfer window, he's going to be gone. He's going to be a Tottenham player or a Chelsea player if you wait to the next transfer window. That is a possibility. So there's a very high chance of you missing out on him. So the moment he's available, you get him. I've heard that Arsenal and Dortmund have already agreed a fee on him. So it's up to, I guess, how much you're going to pay him per week and everything like that. That's the only way you can beat Dortmund. And if he wants to join Arsenal, if he wants to come to the Premier League, that's also up to him. But Cedric is also going to leave Arsenal for Fulham potentially this transfer window. And we all know that Tomiyasu, you have to be prepared, Simon. You have to be prepared. What if Tomiyasu gets injured for 3 weeks and then one of our centre backs gets suspended and Ben White has to be moved back to centre back? You don't have a right back all of a sudden, so you need someone to be there. I know that he's thinking about bad news after bad news after bad news. That the chances of that happening is very minimal, but you have to prepare yourself. You cannot think about negative stuff, but you have to prepare yourself for anything. As we saw last season, our players getting injured cost us top 4. So this season, we cannot wait. We cannot afford that happening. And also, Europa League is there. If we beat Man City this week, we have a few more games in the FA Cup to go. So we don't want to play Ben White and Tomiyasu every single time. Like yesterday, Ben White had to be subbed off at halftime. What if you don't have Tomiyasu on the bench? You need someone else. You need to have a squad. Man City literally have like 2-3 good players every position. It's about improving for the next season as well, not just now. Next season, I don't want Cedric to be here. We might not have El Neni here. We might not even have Lokonga here. We might not have Rob Holding here. So improve the rest of your squad as well. What about Tielemans? Is he ready to join us? I've not heard anything about Tielemans this transfer window, mostly because he will be free at the end of the season. So I guess people are just waiting for him to be free. Thank you for watching, Kele. Welcome to the biggest home family, says Olayemi. Yesterday I didn't sleep because of beating my United. I was really myself as well, man. Even today, I woke up just smiling. Like beating my last minute win against me. You guys don't know how, you probably know how it feels. Probably for most of you watching, it's a bigger rivalry against Man United than it is against Tottenham. And beating Man United is bigger for most of us because we grew up watching Arsene Wenger against Sir Alex Ferguson, watching Emmanuel Eboué up against Cristiano Ronaldo, growing up watching Clichy up against Nani and Van Persie against Ferdinand. That was the rivalry we grew up on. So it's always very good to beat Man United and very good getting another 3 points and very good getting to 50 points and very good extending our gap, the gap between us and Man City and Newcastle and Man United themselves. Overwhelmed, but let's do one more, most especially Partey's position. So, Beatrice, if you get one player in Partey's position, will you be completely happy? Welcome to the Arsenal. Please, I do go for Martin from Real Sociedad. Wow, interesting. Okay. I remember Odegaard used to play for Real Sociedad, so another player from there wouldn't be too bad. I'll do research on him though. I don't know about him much. I'm done. Great signing. I think we now have good bench. You still need more players. Yeah, I think if you get one, it's great. Daba says Lokonga must be here. Yes, for this season he must be here. I don't want him to go anywhere for this season. But next season, will he really be there? That's the question. He might be sent out on loan just like Tavares, because how much game time will he get? Especially if we get a backup for Partey and then someone like Tielemans ends up joining us, I don't see where Lokonga will play. So you kind of need him to go out on loan and get a bit of experience again. So there's not selling him Daba, just a loan deal, even if it's like 6 months, go get experience. It never hurts. Right now, we have a couple of players out on loan. Balogun, he's absolutely doing brilliantly at his team. Fantastic. He's getting more experience there. It doesn't really hurt. Players like Patino are out there getting experience as well. Tavares himself is absolutely enjoying himself too. So there's no problem at all getting a player out on loan for a couple of months. We really need another holding midfielder, mostly if we can get Declan Rice's delight. We are not going to get Declan Rice this transfer window. That money would be too much, and West Ham would not sell him anyway. West Ham, actually, even if we gave West Ham 100 million today, they would not sell Declan Rice. Like I'm 100% certain about that. For us, we were watching finals. I'm very happy for the team and management. Says Chemtai. We need someone as cover for Party, otherwise good business for me do. I do agree with that. But let me just read the article one more time. The Tottenham game is going on, so about to go and watch that one. Hopefully they can lose again today. Simon says, I think we should get a midfielder on loan, then get Rice in the summer. That makes sense, Simon. That is very possible. That is more realistic now. You can get someone else and then get Rice in the summer. That is very possible. Emmanuel says that's great news. Party replacement only. That's what you need, says Emmanuel. So let's go through the article one more time and then call it a night. We will do more live streams later on in the week. 22-year-old Polish international defender who made 43 appearances during the time with the Italian side was part of the national team squad at the recent FIFA World Cup. Jakub spent his youth career at a Polish club, Taichi. I'm not going to try and pronounce those names. Belgium with Anderlecht and moving to Slovakian side Zeleziane. Hopefully, I'm saying that name right. As an 18-year-old, after spending a season there, Jakub moved to Zelena. He made 46 appearances during his 2 seasons with Slovakian club. His strong performances resulted in the left-sided central defender moving to Spezia in August of 2021, where he had become a regular in the Serie A clubs starting 11. During his time in Italy, Jakub made his full international debut and has made 9 appearances for Poland. And then according to Edu, we are delighted to have completed the signing of Jakub Kiwior. He's a young talent who we've been monitoring for a while now. We are now all looking forward to working with Jakub and seeing his continued development with us. We welcome Jakub to Arsenal. And according to manager Mikel Arteta, it's great that Jakub is joining us. He's a young, versatile defender who has shown huge potential and qualities with Spezia in Serie A and also on international level with Poland. Jakub is a player who will give us strength and quality to our defensive unit. We welcome Jakub and his family to Arsenal and look forward to working with him. Jakub will wear the number 15 shirt and will immediately join up with training with his teammates. Everyone at Arsenal welcomes Jakub to the club. Fantastic. We've done our second deal. The first deal, you get new signings, it works. It's never rocket science. You get good signings, it works. Yesterday, Trossard helped us getting that winning goal. That last 10 minutes from him, there's a time he dribbled past 4 players or something. Fantastic, man. Quality signing already. Trossard just 10 minutes and you've seen his qualities. And he also passed the ball to Zinchenko that led to our winning goal with that run. And now we've completed our second signing, Jakub Kiwior from Spezia in Serie A. He's 22 years old, fits our model definitely. He's a very good passer from the back. He's good at long passes. He's good on the ball as well. You love to see it. He will wear the number 15 shirt. No problem at all. Thank you guys for watching. We need 2 more signings. One on central midfield and an attacker, says Bayani. Bayani, you do think we need a center back? An attacker? I don't think we need an attacker. I don't think it's obviously maybe at the end when we're going into next season we need one, but right now I think we have other positions to sort out, like midfield. Can we get Savic of Lazio? Too expensive as well, Simon. But he would be cheaper than what we had last year, what we offered the previous transfer window. But then again, it's going to be 60, 70 million still for Milinkovic Savic. But I don't think we're going to go for such players right now, but that is a possibility at the end of the season. Now, next season, when we are a Champions League club, all these players you're mentioning, we can get them all. We should add one more holding midfielder. I should outrightly go for Declan Rice, says James. Let's see, welcome home, says Mayday. So let me see what you guys voted for in terms of how happy you are this with the transfer window so far. What would you rate the transfer window so far? 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10? Let me know. Welcome home, says Edwin as well. Really good to get new signings, man. I'm always excited to get new signings. So according to you guys, 67% have said they're more than happy with the transfer window so far. 29% have said it's been good, but we need more. And 4% have said not really. So Sebastian with the breakdown. Jakub Kiwior, born in Taichi on February 2000 at the age of 16. He left for Anderlecht Brussels. After another 2 years, he moved to Slovakia club Zelena, and in 2021 he went to probably you mean Spezia, and I'll keep on going for you. In 2023 January, he joined Arsenal, and thank you for setting me up for that one, Sebastian. Welcome to Arsenal, Jakub Kiwior. We'll be back with more streams later on in the week. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you on the next one.